Topic. Discussion. D&D. In-person, physical dice rolling compared to going online and playing on like with Discord with your friends and all that. What do you like more? Why? We'll get into pros and cons in a few.
Honestly, both are awesome, but split into totally different categories.
Completely agreed.
Yeah, they're both equally awesome. This is like a boring part, or we both agree.
Yeah.
People want us to like argue or fight or
I know.
crazy.
The problem is that we both have so consistently for so long done both of these things, doing online and in person, that like that we both firmly can see like the pros and cons of it. I suppose going off my little notes here for like pros of in person, you got rolling the dice.
Notes?
Yeah.
Shit.
You got rolling the dice, interacting with like physical maps. If we actually did battle maps more of the time.
I got that. I did on my channel tons and tons of physical maps and sets. I could bring those over and just drop them off with you because I don't run any games at my place because it's too small.
I suppose that's fair, but I don't think John would build anything with them. I'd debate it. I don't know. All right, you got the better social connection and group energy, because like there's definitely an amount of you can't tell what people are doing or what the energy level of it is.
You don't know when someone's pooping.
Yeah. Yes. While you're doing D&D online, you never know when someone's pooping.
That's actually one of the biggest benefits. Is just mute your thing and sit over there and go to the bathroom.
That's true. I mean, I got the wireless headset. I can't say I've never. I can't say I've never. Same detail, easier to read body language and general role play as well. Which I honestly think that I do better on role play while we're on Discord. Because I'm not worried about what I look like while I'm trying to like act out a character or anything. I can just really get into the spirit of like voicing that character, and I can sit here and like lean into the microphone and actually really try and play it out.
It's the ADHD autism spectrum traits.
Are you saying for me, you or both?
Both of us. It's just really easy to not. Notice I hardly ever look at the camera because it actually creeps me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things.
That's right.
But anyways, fundamentally, if you're not having to be conscious of how you're posturing on in a group, you can easily just focus entirely on getting into a character, walk in circles if you have a headset mic or something like that.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about what people think when they're looking at you. When you are just like going, you're in there going entirely insane or something like that.
When you throw in goofy voices and the people are just like wide-eyed staring at you. Whereas like over Discord, everyone's just like, yeah, I'm on board.
Although I have to say, sometimes when it comes to recording or audio over Discord, sometimes CRISPR fucks you up.
That's true. CRISP does take things away.
Because sometimes you can do such a strange ass voice, and people are like, "What did you just say? We couldn't hear it. It just disappeared."
Specifically, when I'm DMing, there will be certain characters that I'll have to voice where I intentionally turn off CRISP, knowing that I'm going to have to voice that character, knowing that things aren't going to get picked up as clearly. Like if you go for a super, super raspy old man, struggle points.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Exactly. Yeah, it would struggle with that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
The more unnatural your voice becomes, the more confused CRISP. That's one of my things. I roam the internet learning all kinds of stupid random facts. I collect tons and tons of books.
Yeah.
Books, as people probably know.
On to the topic of physical dice versus online.
Sorry, that was a tangent.
No, you're good. I was on tangents too. I just looked at the notes and like, all right.
That's what those things are.
Yeah. Cons for in-person D&D. You obviously got scheduling and travel logistics. It is so much easier to get people to show up if it's online.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Not having to actually go somewhere.
Oh,
love that. That's great.
And then you're immediately home too.
Yeah. Limited tools for tracking combat and visuals. I think that okay, yeah, online definitely does take the edge over physical in that department. So that definitely is a con for in person.
You can also flip that because you're at home, and if you're a game master at home,
Yeah.
and you're like me, you have literally massive shelves and containers of all kinds of tools. So if you don't have to travel, I actually had to do this when I was back in 3.5
Yeah.
eating with people. I have you know how many books are damn 3.5.
Yeah.
I literally had to like fill my smart car by myself. I had to stack 2 boxes of books on my passenger seat, and I had to fill the entire back hatch of the smart car with books for 3.5
No.
for all the stuff. And that's not even the
Is this like DMing on the go? You're like showing up somewhere and you've got like these 5 crates that you're like lugging along.
yeah,
Each of them's like 40 pounds.
just in case people want to make a character using 10 different books.
Well, this crate right here. This crate covers the first 2 classes. We're gonna need the other crates. All right.
But we were talking about in-person game.
No, we're over to online now. Pro for online. We got easier to coordinate across distances. Absolutely true.
Yeah.
Absolutely true. Access to digital tools, virtual tabletops. We don't really use virtual tabletops.
We occasionally touch and use Roll20 and a few others.
Yep. Automation. That's like the dice bots that we use in the Discord.
We have a collection of them.
As well as dynamic maps. For me, I don't really use Roll20 or things like that for maps myself. I tend to prefer opening up Paint.net program, and then
I know Paint.net.
Yeah, you're making multiple layers on there and just independently moving things that way. I find that I generally prefer that.
Yeah, basically what I did is when we played online and I actually did maps, I just simply drew them and took photos.
Yeah, right. I remember that. Let's see. Flexible play environments. No need for physical setup. Yeah, that's pretty true. There's example. I may have this set up, but you've got your phone, right?
Yeah.
Other people are on phones or
tablets.
Yeah. There's
or laptops.
There's a lot of different ways that you can actually play, and you don't need like some physical setup, and you don't need like a big table or anything like that. Mm-hmm. All the nonsense. You really can just play anywhere with, as long as you have a device, which is cool.
Yep.
Oh god, potential technical issues as a con.
Yeah.
How many times?
People disconnecting from Discord. People. The dice bot failing to roll something,
or
D&D Beyond failing to connect to Avery,
or us not knowing how to tell the dice bot to even do what we want it to do.
Oh yeah, it takes forever to like learn. It's really annoying when they change the advantage command for Elven Accuracy from EA to EADV.
I think it's EADV.
Yeah, no. So I don't know why they keep doing shit like that.
Yep.
There's a general theory that I kind of go with that sometimes when you have an established program or a app and it's that magical spot where it's just perfect.
Yep.
Now you have programmers who need to find something to do.
So let's break it.
Let's put a new feature in it that's actually somewhat inferior to the old one.
Yep. Another con, harder to maintain group energy and focus. Oh, we've seen that.
Oh dear goodness, we have people who our groups are loaded with ADHD, autistic people, people of various social disorders.
Oh yeah,
This is a really good study case. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, all are randomly different.
Yeah, between Alyssa, Katie, you, Nate.
You probably should tell Gage.
Gage as well, yeah.
Yeah, Gage that
as well.
Hey, the magic trick with Group 1 is send out a monster who has a dick so they can chop it off.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, right.
That'll probably really engage their interest.
Yeah.
By the way, group 1 is mostly of girls.
Yeah, true. They are the violent group.
I actually asked that question online. Hey, how's your experience with female gamers? And like, some people are like, they're really fun, and then there's a few people. Yeah, they're also, when they go murder hobo-y, they really go murder hobo-y, and you have to now have Geneva Convention laws was made for shit.
Oh yeah.
Because they get really creative with their malice.
They do. They get so violent in such weird ways too, and they'll decide not to like that person, and that person needs to die. But I guess the other groups kind of do that too.
Yeah, that's just different pacing, you know.
If let's say you can only pick one of the two to, you got to drop the other one. Are you doing in person or online only?
You know, weirdly enough, me being the person who is not super high tech, the online one probably be the easiest.
That's because my take also.
Because you can literally just go anywhere, and you could, like, if you want to show someone something, like a battle map or
if your friends move.
Yeah, you can just simply record it on camera.
Yeah. I definitely really like both styles of play, like, for their own. It's... You were right from the beginning, though. It is unfortunate. We are very much just on the same topic of this. We don't vehemently hate one or the other, right?
Another con to the online in only is that sometimes people will get super distracted with what else they're doing. It's an addendum onto that one where you can't keep track of what they're doing.
Yes. Oh yeah. Some people,
but they could literally go into start cooking food, or they walk into another room. Or in the case of one person, literally gets into a conversation with another person. Yep. So then you get confused as to why.
Or people trying to play other games while doing D&D.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's probably the most annoying. And then the really annoying part of that with the online is that they're playing a video game, and you might not hear the video game, but even more annoying you that if you can.
Yep.
But the worst part is when they start reacting to the video game.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And yes. Like, why are you telling the Duke to, like, fuck himself or like something like? And by the way, that's I'm sorry I used up your F word allotment for the video.
That's okay.
But anyways, and like you know. Please put away the video game.
Yeah. For me, depending what it is, I'm not worried about it in terms of, like, if people are off doing things. Example, if someone's, like, off cleaning their house and they've got a headset on or their phone and they are actively paying attention and it's not causing a nuisance.
Or playing RuneScape while they're...
Yeah.
There.
Yes, don't mind me.
Don't mind the RuneScape going on. Is your character gonna die? Are those things attacking you?
Yes. We must.
Are you gonna survive?
Yes. Anyway, do you got more on that one?
I guess if you're a really charismatic person that can really roll with it, in person is probably the better one.
Okay.
But then online is basically best for, non-typical people.
I could agree with that logic.
Yeah. And it's more flexible to schedules.